Hey, this is something random I was reflecting on as I was messing with this crazy hair wrap of why I am so not really against interracial dating, and how in some ways I think it's a good thing. Let me tell you why. I was thinking, okay, so when it comes to interracial dating, if you really think about it, now y'all know I'm one of these rabbit hole people. I don't know, I just am. But I was thinking, if two people get together from two different races, that means potentially it's a chance to clear more generational trauma or generational curses off of the bloodline of the descendant, of the offspring of that baby. And the reason I'm saying this is because if two people get together from two different races, that means the psychological hang-ups, they both won't be getting together and having the same psychological hang-ups in terms of ancestrally. So one person might have psychological hang-ups that got to do with scarcity mentality and poverty, but the other party might have psychological hang-ups that got to do with poor emotional intelligence and poor coping skills. Well, if they get together and have a baby, that means those generational curses can potentially be cleared off of the psychology when it comes to what is being taught to the offspring, the baby, because the parents, before they even have kids, the hope is that they will make each other more conscious in terms of where the other one is weak, the one is strong, and where the other one is strong, the other one is weak. I mean, vice versa. They can go back and forth and exchange information and just perspectives with each other, which means that child can be born into a world without the same hang-ups as the parents if they do the healing work and they become more conscious parents. So that, you know how they say, like with a mutt, or no, when they say a purebred dog has more health problems and issues than a dog that's a mutt potentially, when all along I thought that a purebred dog was a good thing. No, but that's because they're getting a double dose on both ends of the same DNA structures and all the flaws of the DNA of the breed or whatever. They're getting it on both sides from both parents, a double dose of it. So yeah, you're gonna have a baby puppy that potentially can be having all kind of issues because it's getting the good and the bad on both sides, and it's the same breed, you know what I mean? So they say purebred dogs can have more issues than a dog that's potentially a mutt. Well, I was thinking more about that. I said, so that means that's why interracial dating isn't necessarily a bad thing if you got the open mind. Like, I feel overall you should love who you love, but potentially it can clear more generational curses off the psychology when you got two different people mixing races and having children. Not that that's the only reason that you would do it for, but that means that the offspring won't have a double dose of the same oppressive issues that's plaguing that particular bloodline of that culture, of that